Today I'm going to be taking you through an easy warm-up in G major, so go grab your flute and let's get to it. Hi, I'm Lance. I'm a professional flutist and teacher, and my goal is to inform and inspire your flute practice. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through an easy warm-up in G major from my book, 8 Essential Exercises for the Developing Flutist. My book, 8 Essential Exercises for the Developing Flutist, is available exclusively as a PDF download at my website at lancesuzuki.com/store. So please check out the link in the description if you're interested. If you haven't already seen my first warm-up in C major, go ahead and take a look at that video, and I'll put a link down in the description. I'm going to go into a little bit less detail in this video than I did in the first video. It's going to be a little bit more playing. There will still be a few tips, but all in all, a little bit more playing, a little bit less talking, hopefully. But before we get to the warm-up, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell as well for more flute content like this. By the way, the range of these exercises is going to be from a low C to a high G in the 3rd octave. And if you don't have all of those notes, that's okay. Just do as much as you can. You can also come back and revisit this video again as you gain more notes, or even use the exercises to help you expand your range. We're going to start today's warm-up with some long tones, and that's going to be 1 G and 1 H in the book. I've had a few questions about what a drone is. And when I talk about practicing long tones with a drone, I don't mean like one of those drone toys that you get amazing 4K footage of landscapes with. No, actually, it is a sustained tone. And in this case, since we're playing in G major, the sustained tone will be G. And you can find free drone recordings on services such as Spotify and YouTube, and I'll put a link down in the description of one that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my drone and go ahead and get started on 1 G. And as I play with the drone, I'm going to be primarily listening for the tone color as well as the pitch to make sure that as much as possible I'm playing in tune with that steady drone pitch. And breathe. Okay, here is 1 H. And don't forget to breathe. So I think the drone was kind of cutting in and out on the recording. Sorry about that. But I think you get the idea about how that works and how it can be a wonderful practice aid. Okay, let's continue on to some scale studies. And we're going to be starting at 3A in the book. Breathe. Breathe. Let's go ahead and challenge ourselves and continue on to 3B, which instead of having 4 notes on a beat is going to increase to 5 notes. So you're going to have to go a little bit higher each time. Okay, let's see how you do. Don't forget to breathe again. So, how are you doing so far? Please let me know down in the comments. Okay, let's continue on with number 4, the studies in thirds, and we're going to be using the first exercise in 4L. Now, in the C major warm-up video, I gave you a few different practice techniques. Assuming that I've already done a little bit of uneven practice to prepare myself and that my fingers are feeling pretty solid, I'm going to start to think about the connection of the intervals. Now, the most obvious way to think about thirds is to think about the thirds, meaning from G to B, and then from A to C, B, D, C, E. A less obvious way of looking at this exercise is to look at those other intervals. So not the G to the B, but the B to the A. Then C to B, D, C, E, D. It's these little neighbor tones. So what I'm going to do to accentuate that is I'm going to switch up the articulation and articulate every other note. Here's what it sounds like, and please feel free to play along if you feel comfortable. Continue. Now, I was talking to you, so I forgot to take a proper breath, which is why I had to take a breath in the middle. Sorry about that. Okay, continuing on with this practice method, looking not at the thirds, but at the other intervals. So on the second line, that's going to be fourths. So from the G to the C, the A to the D, the B to the E, C to F. And again, we're going to accentuate this with our articulation. Here's that second line. And so by focusing not on the most obvious intervals, but on the secondary intervals, it just gives us a different window into the exercise and into the study of thirds. And now if we go back and try to slur everything, it might change the perspective a little bit and change the way that you play through this exercise. So let's go ahead and give that a try. Don't forget to breathe, please. Let's go ahead and finish out today's warm-up with some G major and E minor arpeggios. Starting with G major, and this is going to be 5L2. You first want to review the notes of the arpeggio, which are G, B, and D. As always, don't forget to breathe. A great variation for this exercise is to play the arpeggios in reverse. So since I just ended on a high G, I'm gonna start back up on high G and go down to the lowest note, which was D, and then come back up to G. And then I'm gonna go down, start on D, go down to B, okay? So this is what that sounds like. Starting on G. Let's continue on to E minor arpeggios, and E minor is what's called the relative minor to G major. It's the relative minor because it shares the same key signature. We are going to be starting on 5L9. And similar to what I just did, when I get to the top to my highest note, which is going to be G, I'm going to invert the exercise and play them in reverse and come down. Reverse. Well, that's it for today's easy warm-up in G major, and I hope you've gotten some value out of this video. If so, you can let me know by giving it a like and maybe down in the comments. What did you think? Did you find it useful? Would you like to see more videos like this? Please let me know. I'd like to thank you for playing along with me today and watching this video. If you'd like to see more informational and inspirational flute content like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell as well. Thanks for watching.